Good evening, Laura. Good evening, Cheryl. I hope you had a great day. How's the weather where you're at today?
Protect your boat with a
Oh,
Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company. With premium lift options and flexible configurations, there's a shore.
sorry about that. Hello, Jennifer. Been in the upper 70s today, mostly cloudy here. It's supposed to get rain about 2 in the morning. Of course, you know where the girl's at. We've been outside most of the day. Oh, we can't keep Gertie in the picture. So Luna is having meatballs with cheese. Of course, I have to. That's why the fork's in there. I have to break them up, or she will not eat them. Hey, Donna, how you doing? 80 in Virginia Beach. That's warm. It's gotten cloudy here today. That's why it didn't get all that warm. Hey, Trish. There's the link if anybody would like to come up. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Hey, Bradley. Hope you're feeling well today, Amy. Tina, what's up? Hope you and your family is doing well, Tina. Hell, I hope every family's doing well. Hey, June, storming there in Georgia. Oh, internet come. Don't that suck? Hey, Chandler, how you doing? I don't know. What's hotter than a hooker? That's storming where you are. Hey, Racine, how you doing? With the name Racine, is that your name or is that where you're from? Because I know where Racine is at. Oh, I see who you are.
So,
Right back at you. What you up to?
making a sloth.
Hey, Beachy, how you doing? Oh, Tina wants to see Luna.
Everybody wants to say Luna.
Well, that's all right. She's really uncomfortable. We spent most of the day outside, so Oh, you're welcome, Beachy. I hope you're having a great day. This is my dog, Luna. Right. Chia. Damn, that sucks, Bradley. Hope you're okay. Hey, Laura. Oh, cool. Yes, there she is, Tina. Tina, she's about to, as soon as it cools down, she's about to get meatballs and cheese. Her dad was a truck driver? Okay. Well, I grew up in Wisconsin. Been to Milwaukee. Been to Madison. Been all over Wisconsin.
Hiller, hiller.
A what?
Hiller, hiller.
Heller, Heller?
Hiller, hiller.
Oh, hello, hello.
Yeah. Did you like those
Hey.
pictures of Roxy I sent you the other night?
Yeah, she looked gorgeous.
Styling and profiling.
She was. Like I said, she was rocking it. Hey, Regina.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Scott?
Shaking around in a freight shaker.
There you go.
Dropping trailers.
Hey, Katrina.
Come on. Oh,
Wow, Brad.
okay, start up. Come on, you stupid thing on hook.
Hey, I can't help it. I'm dyslexic. I'm like a dog. I'm like a dog. You got to spray me with cold water.
Nah. Come on. Oh.
Did you work today, Chandler?
Nope.
No.
Nope, I slept till 1:40.
Wow. Well, you obviously needed it.
I woke up and went, holy shit. I said, I just slept the day away.
Work is overrated anyways.
Yeah, it is.
How you feeling today, Katrina?
Let's see. Let's see here. That one's on. That one on.
Oh, Luna, this is going to be good. Yes, ma'am. It's not just meatballs. It's meatballs and cheese.
What's it supposed to do on Saturday? Rain or snow or hail or sun?
Well, let me look and see. Oh, that's nice. I just got a notification that my live was going to start in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
It says cloudy, but it's not showing any rain.
Oh, cool. Well, you'll have to leave Luna home and we'll see if we can get your your see if we can drop your fat old butt inside that TT.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it'll be as hard. See, that friend of mine with the Jeep, that thing was like 3 foot off the ground, 4 foot off the ground. I just couldn't. No.
You fall into the TT. The heart. Hey, if my old man with COPD could get in and out of it, I mean bad COPD. We know you have it, but not as bad as he did. Not yet, anyways. If he could get in and out of it, my mother could get in and out of it. I think you can get in and out of it.
Hey, Angela. Yeah. If I have to, I know I can get in. I'll just roll out if I have to.
Oh well, don't go. Don't do a live stream then, because we'd have to put that on live stream. You doing the GI Joe roll.
Hey, you do what you have to do. What time are you coming? Do you know?
All depends on when they shut my doors on Friday. If I get back early enough, I can get home about 9. Like right now, it's whatever time it is. 6:50. I'll be home in 15 minutes after I drop my last trailer. You know, if I can get to bed by 8 o'clock, you know, get up about midnight, 1 o'clock, and go for a ride. Then, I mean, I don't know. I haven't calculated the miles. I think it was 567, something like that. And it depends on which route I go.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take your time, the scenic route is Route 1.
As long as I don't have to go near New York, I don't care.
Well, I don't know about that, but I don't blame you. I don't like to stop by any of the big cities, including Portland, Maine.
I'd rather go through Portland than New York City any day of the week. I'd go up to Canada and back and straight down the super, super long way and make it a weekend trip before I would go through New York City.
And Boston's no better.
Boston's better to drive through to New York City.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Bradley. And they're going to let him right through. But it is what it is.
What's that?
Oh, there's a caravan coming up. Over 15,000 people.
Oh, from Mexico?
Yeah.
That's minor compared to what's going on in the world anymore.
Yeah.
Hell, I still see people that get threatened over stupid stuff. Not, you know, always something. You can't keep the word anybody happy anymore.
No, that's damn sure true.
Hey, I mean, my niece don't bother me anymore. But a year ago, last year, she wanted me to give her that air machine and that scooter. So I said, for what? Well, in case I need it when I get old. And he said, okay. He said, there's only one problem with that. And she goes, what's that? Well, if I was going to save it for anybody that was going to get old, it'd be myself. Because I'll be more likely to need those 2 items before you would. Considering she's only 32 years old, I said. And by the time she was in her 60s to need them, they wouldn't be usable from sitting for 30 years. You know, I know what she wanted them for, was to sell them.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not going to give them to anybody that's going to sell them, I told her. And I know you wouldn't do that. I mean, yeah. You could. I mean, I couldn't stop you. You could sell that scooter in that. It's called an air, I forget what it's called. An nebulizer, it's called. basically it makes its own air. So if you want to puff away while you're using it, you won't blow up. It's not, you know.
How fast does that scooter go?
I don't know. I've never put it up all the way. I know it goes at a good clip.
Cool. Well, I'll be out Sunday filming.
You can. I don't even know the range on it. You know, I couldn't tell you. I do know this: if the battery dies if the battery did die, even if the scooter's in storage, but the battery's in my house. You know what I mean? So it won't freeze. It wouldn't. But and the air machine's in my house. The batteries for it are warranted under my old man, but I don't know how I get it. But the batteries aren't that expensive. I looked up the battery for that, and it's like $100. I mean, that seems like a lot, but it ain't a lot. You know what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean. Ones for electric bikes are $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna and I'll walk over to the bank tomorrow and get your gas money.
I think hell, I could give you a ride over if you don't want to walk over.
It's only a block away.
Yeah, no. I don't think you'd need that bike if you had that scooter myself. I mean, that's up to you, but I don't think you would need both.
Yeah, I can't run I don't know. I'm going to think on it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't run the scooter in deep snow, but like, I don't see you going out in that. I personally think you would just wait until the sidewalks are plowed anyways, or the driveway, and then you would go out anyways. I mean, that's just my thought. Biggest thing you ought to do is, like if you got yourself like 4 pallets, like put a floor down and then took 4 pallets and screwed them together, and then something to drive up into. Then all you'd have to do is how would you do? Put a tarp over it, and then naturally bring the battery in at night. Because that's one nice thing about it. You can charge the battery without being in. The battery drops in like a DeWalt drill, for instance, would.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could, and the battery charges off of, there is no charger. The charger is built into the battery. You just charge it with an extension cord. You just plug an extension cord in the battery, and it charges. It's real easy.
Well, I'll get good use out of it.
Well, I hope so.
Hey, Paula. You like that?
That was one of those things that they gave my father, and I fought him on getting it. And I said, give it to somebody that needs it. Well, he needs it. He'll never use it. And he didn't. My sister, when she had her hip replacement, she had it for about a month. When my mother hurt her leg and needed, she used it in the house for about 2 weeks. And as soon as she could walk again, she didn't use it again.
Well, it'll be good for me, and it'll be good for Luna.
I personally think you could get that thing I sent you and rig it so you could tow that little trailer behind it.
Yeah, I could do that, but to be honest with you, Luna needs the exercise.
No, I'm saying you could get that. That would be handy for you just to be able to go to a grocery store and get groceries.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not talking because you're not going to take Luna to the grocery store.
No.
But if you had that little wagon, and I bet you could find one of those used. Of course, a new one's $169. I'd just buy a new one if it was me. I'd rather a new one because, you know, most of the time people get rid of those have bad tires or bad inner tubes. You get a brand new one, you don't have to worry about that, or they're all torn up.
Yeah. You like that, Luna?
The biggest thing you'll have to do is take it out and see how far it will go, and then like halfway, and then turn around and come back before you. I'd do that before I'd even take Luna. You know, charge it up and then and see how far it will travel. Because I really don't know. It never has been tested that way.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes, Amy. He's bringing it this weekend.
That's the plan. Unless I end up working Saturday, which I haven't in the last 2 weeks. Cross your fingers.
What you making, Chandler?
A sloth.
A sloth?
Yeah,
Do you have it done enough to where you can show it?
well, I'm almost done with it, so give me a second. I'll show it. I just have to put the arms on and I'm done.
Yeah, but cool.
Yeah, my best friend loves sloths.
That'll be great because Luna can get her walking in each day. And she runs around out in the yard, but you need to exercise. They say you should exercise them 2.5 hours each day.
Now I got a question for you, Grandpa. You can tell me piss off or not. Can you drive a standard shift?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like a car that will last you probably 10 years at a cheap price.
I don't know. I mean, tell me what you're talking about.
My Suzuki SX4.
It'd be hard as hell getting it here.
No, I don't think it would be as hard as you think. That's I mean, we can figure out that. That's it. I mean, because I'm thinking, you know, I know you don't want a standard shift, but that car's got 79,000 miles on it. There's absolutely no rust on it. It runs perfect. The clutch is good. And be honest with you, I know you don't like standard, but how often do you drive even if you had a good functioning car?
Okay, once a week.
Yeah. I mean, because even with a scooter, you wouldn't use it.
Oh, hold on.
Hi, Luna.
She's eating some meatballs. Yeah, and it is exciting, Amy. I don't know. I'll think on that, Scott.
Do you got a Lincare near you?
I don't know.
A what?
Lincare.
Lincare, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to get an air tube so I can adjust that machine for you. I could do it in 5 minutes if you get a air tube.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that right now.
What machine?
He's got an air machine he's bringing me.
All right. What's it adjust? What's it adjust?
I don't know.
You got to adjust it by the person. You take an oxygen reader, put it on your finger. It tells you what your oxygen level is, tells you how much oxygen you need. And believe me, I did it for 10 years with my father. Then you adjust the machine a certain way inside to how much you need to equalize you out. And if I did that and you slept with one night, you would feel like you gained 50 ounces of energy, so to speak. You would not believe the difference.
Yeah,
It's nice that way, but they'll give you that for free if you go doing limb care. They'll give you a tube, and you got to ask them for the soft. They make two types. They make a hard air line for going over your ears and a soft one. If you get asking for the soft one, what they call the neoprene, the hose itself is like a rubberish nylon, and then they got neoprene to go over your thing. It's a real thin tube. And then you can set it up.
Hey, Timmy. Yeah, there you go, Luna.
They want you to set up an oxygen tube.
Yeah, I'm getting one.
You have trouble breathing?
Yeah,
How long's it
We-
been on?
for a year.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, look at that. That's cute as hell.
You do it inhale in you? No.
Hold that up again. That's cute as hell.
Thanks.
Looks like a raccoon almost. It's cool.
It's a sloth, damn it.
What's that?
You've never seen a sloth?
What's a flock?
It's one of
No.
those things that moves really slow. And there's a two-toed toad and there's a three-toed.
Never heard of it. I'm being honest. Never heard of it.
Google.
Yeah, it's quite a weird-looking creature.
You'd have to post one. I might recognize it if someone posted a picture of a real one.
What can Google?
It's got. I just never heard of it. It's like it'd be like saying there's an honest IRS man out there. I never seen one of them either.
Ask him if he's ever heard of Google.
Can you see your screen?
Yeah, I can see. I'm just driving down the road.
That's a sloth.
Okay. Looks sort of familiar.
They're real.
Well, yeah, she just showed you stuff for him.
No, not the stuffed one. I mean that the real one looks sort of familiar.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an old girlfriend.
You said that. I didn't.
Good girl, Luna. You ate that right up, didn't you? Yeah, you're belly full of meatballs and cheese. Over here wiping her mouth off. That's her napkin. There's her love seat.
You smoke all that weed? You did? What's your DG for?
Yep. Yeah. Good.
Gorilla Glue 4.
Time to go get me a sub.
There you go. What kind you getting?
I don't know. I haven't got there yet. I'll look when I get there. I haven't decided. I got to drive around the residential streets.
You having to fight to get appointments?
No. I'm driving her up and down these side streets to get to the sub shop and watching people flip me off because I'm driving a semi truck through their neighborhood. Like, how dare you do that? No, I got signal. Yeah, they don't like it when you drive a semi truck down a little dead end street. There's no trailer on it, but
there's a lot of things people don't like. That's why there's a lot of times I don't give a shit. Thank you, Regina.
Had to blow an air horn for a kid. I mean, who doesn't like an air horn?
A nice day today, even though it was cloudy.
Right. I was inside all day. I've been fucking painting the ceiling. My fucking neck and shoulders are on fire.
Yeah. Remember that shit, no matter how you do it.
Well, I bought a paint sprayer with a roller attachment. So the sprayer pumps the paint right into the roller.
Yeah, even when it's...
But it's still pretty heavy unit to hold up above your head all day.
I remember doing a ceiling at Fairbanks and Morris.
It's a big fucking ceiling.
And it was... We had to get up on a scaffolding, and you're still reaching above your head.
Right.
Hola, how you doing? How you doing, Jeannie? Hey, Rosanna. Hope you're feeling better.
Then they tell me Thursday I'm going to fucking Bangor and paint. So I'll get hold of you in Bangor. He says, yeah, no, we got painters here. We got patching and cleaning.
You missed it, Rosanna. Luna already had her meatballs and cheese.
Back this toy up.
Friend, real quick, and show her the sloth.
So Chandler, are you happy?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm glad.
A lot better than what happened the past few days.
Oh.
So I got 30 by 8 by 16 foot fucking board, touchscreen boards going to the hand today. $900.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true, Trish. But everything gives Luna gas.
No. You should have seen some of the gas Briggs used to drop. Oh my God.
We'll bottle it and sell it online.
Yeah, Luna gas.
No. I've got a coonhound, Miss Maggie, that does that, and plenty enough for me. You ever notice female dogs tend to have more volatile farts than than the male dogs?
I don't know. I've never owned a male dog.
Oh, now Mr. Briggs was a farter, but nothing like Strat. I mean, not Strat. No, Maggie.
There's some nights, Trish, when Luna gets on the floor, man, she'll let loose, and I know it's bad because she gets up and goes in the bathroom. Yeah, you'd know if I ever hit the lottery. You'd see me come online, and I'd have probably 15 or 20 boxers. You know, you get a few acres of land and put a fence up and let them run. What? You got something to tell me?
Time to go get some grub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Come get
Going
some grub.
Going to Subway?
Yeah. The fancy one.
Yeah, she's in the chat, Rosanna.
I was gonna get roasted meatball marinara footlong.
Cooking dinner? What are you having, Jeannie? Luna had meatballs and cheese. I don't know what I'm gonna have yet. I've been substituting my protein, well, eggs instead of meat.
Teriyaki steak. Let's see.
Hey, Samantha. Hey, Kelly. Ooh. Salmon.
How you doing? I have a foot long Italian BMT on wheat. Yes, pepper jack. Of course. And bacon. Can you put some bacon on that? You know, gotta have the bad stuff, you know.
Welcome back, Chandler.
Thanks.
Hey, Junkyard, how you doing? I know salmon sounds really good. I got 2 fish patties. I might make that along with some seasoned fries. Wow, that's a lot of rain, Junkyard. I know there's an island on the right on the river here that I'd like to be able to buy. Got to get some chips. Hands up. Jason, hands up. That's what we do when you cough.
I'm supposed to improve my airway.
Yeah. I don't know if it improves your head. I don't know if it improves your airway, but it makes everybody feel bad. On that note, I'm gonna have a cigarette. Yeah, Laura, I'm gonna that PayPal I got from you last time. I'm gonna take that and get a cart to go behind that scooter. So in case Miss Luna gets tired, she's got a place to ride, you know.
That's it. I don't think you can put anything else on there.
Kelly, we're both coughing and spreading germs. Do we put in a tote of potatoes? It's a good.
No.
It's a good thing to grow in the garden. Oh, there you go, Donna. Yeah, Kelly.
She don't look happy, does she?
Who, Chandler?
1079.
Are you happy?
No.
Like your pizza night?
Yes.
Smiling
Thanks
out.
for you. Have a good night.
Yeah, I emailed you to say hello, Rosanna.
Sounds like a puff pass convention going on over there.
Well, yeah, that's a good guess.
I gotta go get supper.
Grab your hat. Yeah, thank you. Huh?
You know what's funny? Tell me that ain't the most, probably the ugliest tree you ever saw, and the town won't cut it down. Yet it grows right through a power line.
Take care, Jason. What's up, Susan Lee?
Puff pass convention 101.
Oh, no, I'm gonna have to put that out. It's no fun choking alone.
1079 for a foot long. That ain't bad.
How much?
1079.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend of mine bought me one of those foot long, the Philly steak and cheese, and that was a good sandwich.
Yeah. There's a lot of good sandwiches named more. That's one thing. No,
We
shut
have
up.
the friend that just left. He said, "Come on, I'll take you out to dinner." There last week, and we were going to go to a place here called Ken's that has really good chicken and seafood, and there was probably 50 people waiting outside. Yeah, Bradley, that sucks.
That would. Geez, I almost screwed myself. Almost left my keys sitting in the door. That would have sucked. Drive away with the keys sitting in the door.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Okay, come here, you stupid truck. Let's go drive around the neighborhood back home and tick people off again. So they can call the cops and say, a big semi truck is driving up and down my street.
Yeah, if there's not a load limit, there ain't too much they can do.
Actually, they're trying to. Last year they tried to put a 10th. Last week they tried to put a 10th ton limit on my street at the town meeting, and And I said, if you do, I'll park it across from every one of the town justice's house over the course of a week. And they said, you can't do that. And I says, why can't I? And I said, if you do it just to my street, that's discrimination. At least that's my opinion. I mean, what gives them the right to say that? You know, I mean, put on just one. Because that would just be singling me out.
Hey, Mary.
Mary.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay's fish and chip. You comfortable?
That sounds good.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's got quite a big name. You take care and stay safe too, Mary. Well, that's a lot of surgeries, Rosanna. Yeah,
Boy.
I was on seizure medicine.
I wish I could show you this house. I can't because I'm driving. But the porch is bigger than the house. It's as big as a house, excuse me, square footage wise.
I'm gonna go for a little bit. I'll see y'all later.
All right, take care, Chandler.
You too. Y'all have a good night. If I don't go back.
All righty.
Bye.
Yeah, anymore. I don't understand people.
No. Yeah, what's crazy? It's cheaper to go get a chicken dinner at that restaurant than it is to buy chicken breasts in the store.
True.
I mean, you get
Oh,
what's called.
Oh, you're all right. I'm talking thing.
You get what's called the super chicken, and you got enough for 2 meals, and you get mashed potatoes and gravy, and then I get cottage cheese.
Speaking of mashed potatoes, Kentucky Fried Chicken around my neighborhood, my city, were sued a couple years ago, and they finally settled it out of court because people were saying that they were advertising that their potatoes were real potatoes. You know, like they advertised they boiled potatoes and mashed them instant, and they weren't instant. And someone said, and evidently someone that knows food well enough, they said, you know, you could tell the difference between real mashed potatoes and instant mashed potatoes. You know, and they turned around, they said, fine. So they had a DNA. They took them to court and said they took a sample of theirs and had them tested to see if they were instant or real potatoes. And when they found out they weren't, they sued our local franchise, and they won. They only won about 10 grand, but that's still good that they won.
Well, Kelly, they wanted $18 for 2 full breasts at Hannaford.
Wow.
And unless they went up on the price at that restaurant, it's only $16 for the super chicken.
I believe it.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Last week I did buy a large package of the Bar S sausages, they're called.
Yeah.
It's just a hot dog with different flavor, and all it is. Wow, Susan, that sucks.
Wow.
Wow, Kelly.
I like
Hey.
I like these local fire departments that sell their chicken dinner. They'll give you half a chicken dinner for $6.
That's a good deal. Hey, MOBS. I've been buying a lot of eggs. Eggs are good protein.
Oh yeah, eggs are good.
Got a dozen little chickens.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Bradley. Well, I'm going to do a whole lot of fishing. I'm hoping to catch a few large catfish because I can fillet them out and freeze them.
You know, it'd be nice if you could get enough money to buy a spare battery for that scooter. Put a scooter in. Hell, you could go all day probably if you had a spare battery or more. I don't know. You'll have to experiment with the range. I'd be curious to see how far it will go on a charge.
Well, I will find out.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I mean, it's got 4 or 5 bars on the. It's got an indicator on 4 or 5 bars. I'm sure you're gonna see how many bars it'll take before you get halfway.
There's
What
plenty
a
of
pain
places.
in the.
There's plenty of places I can go around town here. Yeah, Rosanna, you got to let that girl out. No, Junkyard. And I saw on YouTube, I saw a Southern gentleman show how to clean it, and it wasn't like I was taught. He filleted that right out and took the skin right off of it with a knife.
What's that?
Cleaning catfish.
Eh.
See, the way I was taught is you cut around the gills and then you took pliers and pulled the skin off, which is a total pain in the ass. This guy filleted down to the backbone and flipped it over and then went right down between the meat and the skin.
Oh, okay. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. No, I love me some catfish. That just means I'd have to take and go get me a 10 gallons of oil so I could fill up my deep fryer.
You got an air fryer?
Yeah, I do. I could do it in there too.
That's just what I was gonna say. Air fryer be, but it's just as good as a deep fryer.
Mine's a little bit small, but it would work.
You got a waffle maker?
Yep.
One of the flipping kind?
I got one that you stick right on the stove. Yeah, I cooked it for 3 minutes on one side and then flipped it over and cooked it 3 minutes on the other side. Perfect. Turned out very well.
That sounds good.
Some catfish and some hush puppies. Hell yeah. I don't have a cast iron skillet, Junkyard. I mean, I got a non-stick one that I could do it in. Make some good beer batter.
Cast iron skillets are nice.
They are. Luna's passed out. But damn, food tastes so good in a deep fryer.
The only reason why I don't like deep fryers is because the oil costs so damn much.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that, that's not out of the question either, Bradley. Friend of mine that was just here, where he lives, he gets deer in his yard all the time, and he's got a real nice crossbow.
We're starting to get bear in this neighborhood now. It's like, wow.
Hey, Lashira. I'm not going to answer you, so don't you call me back. Just like that.
There you go. That's a good rhyme.
Yeah. He's one of them people trying to sell me insurance.
Either insurance or oh, your car warranty's expired. What year is your car? Well, you tell me if you know what my car is. You said my warranty's ready to expire. And sometimes they'll tell you. They don't like it when you say they tell you a price. The one price they gave me was like $2,900 for insurance on a car, and I'm like, for warranty on the car, and I said, and I did the math with. It was like $2,900. I said, I paid it's for that Suzuki, matter of fact. I said, I paid 17 grand for that Suzuki. I said, yeah. Well, I had a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on it, and the warranty is over.
Hey, Ada. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
That's crazy.
I've never had a hunting license here, Bradley.
So a lot of people haven't. I think it's I think hunting licenses now, they're trying to take away the gas tax in New York for the year, which is a good idea. At least try and combat the rising cost of operating a car. But help.
From what was just done last week, it's going to make it go even higher.
Oh yeah, what's that?
He canceled a bunch of permits.
Oh, that don't surprise me.
Welcome back, Kelly. You didn't miss anything. You can hunt in your place without a license. That's good. You loving it in Colorado? That's great.
I can hunt without a license too. I get a nuisance permit.
Yeah. Well, here you don't need a permit. You're supposed to call them and tell them though. But with a crossbow, be shooting one and cleaning it and getting rid of all the evidence.
Trouble with a crossbow, you don't know if they can run away and die.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught here in Maine breaking any laws.
Could they put any more on that?
No, that looks like it's packed in there good.
There's
They
bacon
do
in
make-
there someplace.
They do make a good sub.
When they can get the ingredients. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I put up a Mr. Briggs' street sign came in. Mr. Briggs Lane and Mr. Stratton Boulevard. I named my driveway, the side of my house, Mr. Briggs Lane. Had a beautiful street sign, put one of his stickers on the end, double side sign. It was up for 2 days. Town told me I had to take it down to the next town board meeting. They got a vote to allow me to name the side grass next to my house, Mr. Briggs Lane. In my driveway, I gotta have my neighbor, because her driveway shared, agree to let me put Mr. Stratton Boulevard sign up. And naturally, she don't want it.
Well, hang them in your house.
That's crazy, though.
$200. That's if you go hunting, Bradley. It's worth it.
Oh yeah.
Me, I'm gonna go out and drop a fly in this brook here and see if I have any luck.
I was looking at that brook over Google Earth. It looks like it goes underground half a block from your house.
Yeah, it does. It goes underground, and then it dumps right into the river. And then a block over, there's another part of it.
Is that garage across the street from you still for sale? I saw that on Google Earth.
Yeah, I know the guy that owns it's my old landlord, and anything is for sale.
Because I just was looking at your house to see what it looks like before I go up there blind. And I swirled around and I saw the garage you were talking about. Have for sale sign in front of the picture. Right. I don't know if that's an old picture or not.
It is. There used to be a house there that burnt down.
It looks like you could make that a tiny house for you and Luna.
Yeah, well, see, the problem is you can't build anything over there unless it's 9 foot off the ground.
Yeah, but couldn't you convert that garage to like a living space?
They won't let you put water in it.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Now, if you took and did telephone poles or the big 8x8s, you could go 9 foot in the air and put a mobile home up there or build anything.
Well, wait a second. So what if someone took that garage and jacked it up and put a concrete block foundation in the air 9 foot? That building itself, and converted that to a house. You could do that.
Well, the foundation couldn't be solid.
Well, it don't have to be. You could punch a hole in each end.
I don't know.
So the water could go underneath it. In other words, 2 sidewalls.
I'd have to check on that. I'm not sure. Hey, Heidi.
I mean, because if I do that, I'd want to put like an L-shaped wall, you know what I mean, and have a big opening at the back and a big opening in the front, like a horseshoe on each side with a 10-foot wide opening so water can go through. Because I saw that. I said, dang, that looks like you can make a nice house for you, you know.
Yeah, they have, because of the brook there, they have some real weird building zones. You can't build anything new unless it's 9 foot in the air.
That's bullshit. Sorry. I just think that's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they do that because of the brook. Where the brook comes from up the street, there's this brook, and then there's another one a block over, and there's a trout in there that's nowhere else in the state of Maine.
No.
Gotcha. We have the conservation people coming here all the time and checking the brook. I mean, thanks, Heidi. Love right back to you. We had them throw a fit because neighbor kids come over and built a rock dam on it. wanting to talk to me about it, and I said, "Hey, I didn't do that. You want it taken down? You take it down."
I'd look at him and say, "Do I look? I would have been a smart ass if I were you. I would say, do I look like I'm physically capable of doing that?" Not to be a I mean, I'm not trying to put you down, but
Oh, new development, yeah, in downtown. Yeah, they're unless they think they can make money, Heidi. Eventually, they want to do that water park thing there, but they've been talking about that for what, like 10 years.
yeah, they always do. Every city's got stupid stuff. They complain about my street sign. They complain about my truck. They complain I put my Audi in the street sometimes, put a car cover on it. I got neighborhood kids that pull the cover off the car once in a while, and I put a camera. They said, "No, oh, we ain't doing that. That's the wind." But it's funny. I put a fake camera up there 2 weeks ago. I put a fake camera on in the window of my truck at the end of the driveway. That cover hasn't come off once, and we've had wind and everything else. Kind of interesting, ain't it?
You know, I know right now, if I won big money on the Powerball and I went to the town office, depending on how much money they could make off in it, I'd get a permit to build.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
If you had that kind of money, Grandpa, you'd probably buy the building you're in.
No, if I had there's a 16 acre island on the Kennebec River.
There you go.
Wow, that's cool, Katrina. I wish it was that way here. Are you breading it, Kelly? You gotta. Myself, I would broil it instead of cooking it in oil. Put some butter and garlic on top of it, or whatever seasoning you like, and then broil it. You definitely don't. You definitely.
You don't need a fishing license in New York once you hit 65 here.
Oh, you're
should be that way up in Maine.
I don't know. I've never cooked salmon on top in a pan. I don't
know why you couldn't.
Yeah. You just don't want to overcook it.
No. There's only one kind of meat that tastes good overcooked. Nothing like a burnt hot dog. There's just something about a hot dog with that char marks on it that just tastes so good.
I wish it was that way here, Katrina. I think you've got to be 72 to get a lifetime one. Yeah, that's right, Heidi. Just cook it in butter. Yeah, here 16 and under is free, and they can use worms. Adults can't.
What? So what do you use for bait?
Flies or lures. I know. What they're doing is encouraging you to take take your son or daughter with you. You know, that way they can get a trout on there.
Wait a second. You're telling me if you put a worm on a fishing pole and throw it in the water, you can get in trouble?
Yes. Yes, you
How
do,
about a piece
Heidi.
of hot
You're
dog?
doing well.
How about a hot dog or something like that? You know.
Yeah, that's artificial.
It's like you know what I mean. I mean, how about like if you went to the store and like bought? I'm being serious, like gummy worms, for instance, because I know a guy that swears about using gummy worms works better than real worms.
Trout love the canned corn.
I've heard that too.
You know, I fished with my sons for years. Didn't know that no worm law. Of course, I could have got by with it because they both, you know, were under 16.
I don't think I've ever heard that in my life, but
Well, one thing I haven't tried is fly fishing, and you catch a lot of trout here when you fly fish. Oh, they are, Ada. Yep, soured chicken livers. I've done that. I've mixed it up, the chicken livers with bread dough.
it's ridiculous that you can't use the. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. So, I swear you'd have someone trying to say I was being racist.
Yeah, it's like I said. I might drop the fly in the water out here in the brook tonight. Yeah, I don't know what the law is on that here, Kelly. I know you can't use any live bait. You can in the wintertime. You can use shiners. But
There we go.
you know, you use corn, yeah. They like that bait that Daryl recommended. I would try it. They're called shiners, Kelly. They're just a minnow. Yep. Where I grew up at in Wisconsin, there was a dam, and I'd go there in the springtime, and it was just trickling. And where it came down to, there was a bunch of seaweed, and you put that on a treble hook, and the catfish would eat that. Yeah. Well, so far I'm hoping that the brook trout are hungry because there hasn't been a lot of bugs. And we're definitely getting a late summer.
I think we're gonna have it's the same way here. It's been like 2 weekends ago it was 90 degrees out. And the following weekend it was like 75. Last weekend it was 72, which was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we had them same days where it was up in the 90s and miserable. And then since then, the last couple weeks, it's been in the 70s and then dropping in the 40s at night.
The almanac thinks we're gonna have a dry summer though.
And if I catch me a big old catfish, I'll get me some bags for my vacuum sealer. Oh yeah, Kelly, the catfish love liver. They love chicken. They love chicken too.
I read one guy used to a long time ago, and Saw it on YouTube actually. You fried chicken gizzards, and you cut that up and use that for bait.
Yeah. A lot of people won't eat catfish, but they just don't know what they're missing. Yeah, that's true, Junkyard. I remember using carp as bait too. Their intestines worked wonderful as bait.
That and the baby goldfish you used to get from the fair.
Yeah, Ada. Oh, catfish is yummy.
Any fish can be good. It can be bad if it ain't cooked right. Don't care what it is.
Yeah, a lot of people won't eat catfish because they're bottom feeders. And unfortunately, the best place to go fishing for catfish for the biggest ones, there's also sturgeon, and you can't even pull them out of the water.
Really? That's where I'm bad. That's one thing about fishing. I couldn't tell you if one fish and the other. Maybe a catfish just because of its whiskers. That's the only thing.
Regina, that's just because someone cooked it wrong. One big mistake that people will do is they'll have a great big old fillet, and if you cook it that way, it's going to taste like mud. Best thing to do is soak it overnight in milk. And then you do it in strips. Okay, if someone
That's
cooked
funny.
it right, someone cooked it right for you, you'd swear it was haddock.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought about bringing Miss Maggie up because I'm sure you'd love to meet Miss Maggie, but I don't want to gamble Luna not get to liking her or vice versa.
Yeah, Luna's definitely an alpha. Most hunting dogs are.
So ain't Maggie.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
they
still
do,
have
Billy.
Mr. Briggs, if Mr. Briggs is still alive, Mr. Briggs would go after. I never saw a dog, even because their neighbor up the street's got a couple boxers. They're alphas, and yet they love Mr. Briggs. You would love to have seen Mr. Briggs.
Yeah, he was a good boy. Yeah, no, we don't have any crappie here, Kelly. I remember those in Wisconsin. You could catch some huge ones. Eat a piece of bass, yeah. You got to be careful with the bass here because they get full of worms. You get them from the river. And you can catch some big bass, 4 or 5 pounds. Yeah, crappie is great.
Oh, I'm bringing something else along too. Speaking of Mr. Briggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as hopefully it'll be done in time. I'm gonna bring you a Mr. Briggs shirt.
Oh, cool. I'll wear it. Briggs was a good boy.
I ordered it. I think it was a 2X or 1X. Can't remember. I said, give me the biggest one you got. He ain't no spring chicken. And I said, he's got his beer gut on, but it ain't beer.
That's great, Kelly. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna drop that fly in the water tonight. Just to see. Oh, you let him go? That's cool. Crappie's good eating though. And the only problem ever when I was catching crappie was if they were small, getting enough to make a meal. But they is tasty. Bass is tasty too, but I don't want to eat no friggin' worms. I mean, most fish I like. I don't like pickerel because they're like, well, they're part of the pike family and they're nothing but bone.
If Lucky was here, he would say, "I'll eat any kind of fish." How's Lucky doing? I haven't seen him anywhere.
No, I've tried messaging him on 2 different accounts on Facebook, and I don't get any answer. Well, the brook out here, Kelly, all I have to do is put the fly down in the water.
There you go.
Now, some of the little carp were part of the same family called chubs. Those were good. I used to get them smoked.
That sounds good. Oh,
Yeah, the fly I got on the fly rod was, I got 2 flies in a tackle box thing. I paid $5 for at a yard sale, and they're each $45 flies from LL Bean. Yeah, well, they did that at a couple lakes here, Kelly. Unfortunately, years and years ago, somebody thought it would be cool to, introduce pike into these lakes, and that's all that's left now.
oh, yeah, I remember that. They did that around here. They're very destructive. They'll eat everything if you let them.
Exactly. I mean, they even eat the crayfish.
Yeah, ain't that sick?
So you go fishing there, you either fish for pike or you don't catch any fish. I mean, they're wonderful fish to catch.
Yeah, but people want to catch more than that.
I remember catching walleye. That was good eating.
Yeah, there's one fish, and I can't remember what it's called, but they say if you catch it, you're supposed to kill it.
Kelly got a new TV. That's always good.
Oh yeah. I hope you didn't put the old box out, the TV box to the curb for someone. They're doing that all over the place. I noticed. No, they don't want. They said no one should put their when they buy something like that, never put the box out to the garbage until they cut it up in real small pieces and turn it in, and then put it into like a smaller, like real small box, so no one knows what you got, because it's a good advertisement for thieves to come in.
Yeah.
Just saying. Who wants to see Miss Maggie May? Miss Maggie. Come here, you fat butt. Come on.
Hello, Maggie. Yeah. Hello, Maggie.
No. Yep. I see you, Miss Maggie. Yep.
Yeah, that's the same problem with them, Regina. And pike do the same thing.
You know, you people can come up on the panel if you don't want to come up because of me. I'm trying to be cordial. You gotta give me credit. I am. Don't not come up because of me. I'm not trying to butt in or nothing. Gotta give me credit. Don't you agree with that, Grandpa?
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I'm trying to be. I heard you. Some of them complain. Well, I'm not trying to be. I promise I'll be good. Just don't do that. Don't not come up because of me. Just saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hook my 360 camera up to that scooter, Scott.
I don't care what you do, just don't sell it. That's all. That's the
No,
only thing
no.
I've want you to promise me. Don't ever sell it. If you, because I'm not going to say names. And no, it's not none of your regulars. Someone sent me a message saying that I shouldn't give it to you because you're going to sell it and buy your 3-wheel bike. I said I don't
No.
think he would do that because his subscribers that come up and on his panel would crucify him if he did that. And I don't have to worry about that because I told him, I said, for 2 reasons. One, he's an asshole like I'm an asshole. You are, right or wrong. I mean, you've called yourself an asshole.
No, I am when I need to be.
But he also did he did something I did myself. Took the oath of office as a U.S. Army vet. A true veteran would not do that. Just saying.
No, I plan on having both. But in the meantime, I got the attachment to hook that right to. I'll figure out.
I don't know. I don't know, but I think that scooter might have a trailer hitch on the back. I'd have to look. But someone told me I shouldn't give it to you, and I bet you can guess who sent me a message saying I shouldn't give it to you because you're just going to sell it. Said I don't think he'd sell it. I just don't. I don't. I said he's a veteran, and if he sold it, if he did sell it, I mean, even if the battery died on it, I know Grandpa, he'd save his money until he got a new battery for it. He wouldn't sell it. He just because he's wanted one for a while. But I just don't picture you selling it. You'd use the bike for like in the wintertime, and you'd use this one in the nicer weather. I mean, let's face it. I mean, this one's got a hell of a lot better seat than that bike does. I mean, and I told him I don't see you doing that. I just don't see you doing that.
No, I'm not going to sell it. If there ever came a time where I wasn't going to use it, I'd make sure that somebody that needed got it.
Well, for a while there, you didn't think I was going to bring it, but it's been kind of a crazy year. And I didn't want, and during the wintertime, I could have brought it to you in the wintertime. I'll admit. You know why I didn't bring the reason why, if anyone wants to know, the reason why I didn't take it up during the winter, 2 reasons. One, I have a job to where I have to be at work. And if I called them up, said, I mean, and winter is so unpredictable. I could have taken it up in January. The weather said no snow and got all the way up there and ended up getting snowbound up there, which could happen. Especially in New York or Maine winter. And don't tell me you've never seen snow come when it wasn't supposed to come.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
this here will go right on an attachment, and it'll hook right up to that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll extend it out, and I can do 360.
Oh yeah.
I'll get her done.
I mean, I think there's a little tiny basket in the front. I mean, there's too much electronics in the steering column. I wouldn't suggest putting anything inside it. The steering column's just loaded with inside of it electronics. The throttle, everything is in there. But there's nothing wrong with having the bike for like the rainy, crappy days or when the snow's deep and you want to take it out. But I looked into it and I even asked the place. You can't put bigger tires on that thing. There ain't enough clearance underneath. Because they're,
it'll be a lifesaver for me and for Luna.
I'm not really thinking about Luna, not to be a smart ass. Luna can survive a few years more without exercise or getting out.
But she's put on the weight, man.
Yeah, but your fat ass needs to get out there too, and I'm just saying,
Yeah, well, I can't walk that far without being out of air.
But I really wish you would consider getting that air tube so I could set up the air machine. I'm just saying, because if you slept with that one night, you would never take and not use it again. I'm just saying, if I can find it, I'm gonna bring you a portable air machine as well, a portable nebulizer. That way you could use that while you're going out. And believe me, I mean, hey, we all know it's coming. Eventually, you're going to be just like my old man was, but hopefully not right away. But those air machines now are over $4,000. And yes, you can get one. You know, you could get one. They bring you one, and blah blah blah, and they pay, and you could pay by the month. But I remember my parents paid over $150 a month for one. You know, for like 2 years for the one my father has. And the only thing really go wrong with it, I mean, yeah, I can quit working, but the way I look at it, the only thing really go wrong with it is the filter, which once you if you got to that point, they gave you a prescription. It's your machine. I mean, it'd be your machine. You won't be able to get rid of it. You know what I mean? They can't. In other words, if Lincare says, "Oh, we're not going to service that machine because you didn't buy it from us," oh well, then you could buy your own damn filters online.
it. I'll figure it out.
Called. Oh, I know. It's called air concentrator nebulizer. It's not. It does not have oxygen. Basically, it's a giant vacuum pump. Pumps the air out the air. It runs the air through a filter and makes its own air. So you're not going to blow up. If you want, you could smoke a bong with it. You're not going to blow up. The only thing my father had that he had that could blow him up, like he had the portable air tank. Okay. That was oxygen. Yes, you could blow yourself up using that. And he'd sit there and smoke with that even. I told him he was crazy. But if you just plain smoke with that air machine, it's basically like a fish pump. You know what I mean? Like you having a fish tank.
Yeah.
And it makes it, and it just filters the air super clean, and it's got a dial like an air compressor. So the higher you can go 2 liters all the way up to 10 liters, and it's also got an air injection, a water injector, so you can put water in your nose.
Yeah.
And
it probably atomizes it.
Yes, but you don't use that. You don't use that that water thing. Unless unless one, the doctor tells you need it all the time, or two, and you can't use it when you got like pneumonia. My father found out the hard way. He wouldn't listen to his doctor. Use it when you got pneumonia. The pneumonia will last longer because it's still putting moisture in, and you're trying to get moisture out. You know what I mean? At least that's the way they told. That's what the doctor told me. He says, "You're using the water." Yeah. No. And you gotta use distilled water when you use that air attachment, the water attachment. Because if you put regular tap water in it, it fucks it up.
Yeah, it's got a lot of minerals in it.
Yeah, and even spring water has minerals. That's why they say distilled water. There is a difference. I didn't know, but we found out the hard way. I'll be right back.
Are you comfortable, Luna? Are you going live tonight, Zach? Jackie by Cracky? Luna, I should have saved some of the meatballs for me.
It would have been nice.
She ate it all. Bless her heart.
You got a DVD player?
Yeah, I don't use it.
Where is it?
Hey, Charlie, how you doing? I'm not doing too bad, Charlie. Not doing too bad at all.
Yeah, that's
Luna's
it.
good.
So what are you gonna do? Put it like get yourself like a car cover or a tarp and throw it over it outside during the
Yep.
summer,
Yep.
and then bring the battery in so no one steals the battery, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. The battery will come in each night.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Luna's good, Charlie. She's sleeping. She had a big dinner. Hello, Roxy. Hey, Jeannie. Hello again. Ooh, giblet gravy and cranberry sauce. There you go.
That sounds good.
Well, that's good,
Yeah,
Kelly.
I'm gonna bring something else up because you said you want it. It's missing a part, and I figured you could get the part 3D printed. But I'm gonna bring something else I know you want.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, I can throw it away if you don't want it.
No, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a smart ass, but it's missing a part, and you'll have to have it 3D printed, which is it's the I could point at the part that's missing because I went through it. It's never been put together, but my father, like a dumbass, he always did that. Took it apart. This part right here.
What, the red lens?
Yep, right there. It's missing one of those.
Yeah, ain't no big deal.
It's dusty, crusty, and he started. He put there's the top half.
Cool.
But it's all there except for that one piece. But I'm sure you could leave the other one that's off and have it someone 3D print it for you. But there's the complete model in the box. How long's it been since you put a model together and painted it? Because I remember you said you wanted it.
Oh, yeah. I'll have that thing put together.
I ain't buying the paint and I ain't 3D printing the part. You could do that.
Oh, I can handle that.
Because it looks stupid without that with one part missing. Get yourself some of that model spray paint all the parts before you even put it together, probably. It's gray. I don't know why they didn't just make it white, but all the decals are there. It looks stupid gray. I'm sure you'll paint it because the Enterprise gray just don't match.
Hey, Jeannie.
What's up, Pops?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
All
Hello
the
there,
details.
Mr.
There's
Brick.
all the labels. Oh,
Let me show you, Pops. I know you would appreciate this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna start it. Make this for my son for Father's Day.
Yeah, you showed those the other day.
Oh, okay.
Those are cool.
I bought the pattern and I got the yarn.
Little conversation
I'm
piece.
And then I'm gonna put this on one of the butt cheeks
Oh,
to
my.
iron on.
Oh,
Instead of
brother.
lips.
Sounds kinky.
What's that? The instructions?
Well,
Yep.
did you see what it was, Mr. Briggs?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see? It's a pillow. It's a butt pillow.
Oh, okay.
An actual butt pillow.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Does it say the world can bet you can kiss my you know what?
You can put that on. You can put that on there and iron on.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yep, there ain't really much to this model though, Grandpa. The hardest part's painting it.
Yeah, that won't be hard.
Yeah, that won't be too hard, but that'll be kind of fun for you, Grandpa. Give you something, something different to do.
Yeah.
I like to do models. I haven't done one in a long time.
I haven't in years.
Yeah, I haven't done it in
this-
years either.
This is made in the USA. Let's see the year on it.
Just like me.
1983. So this model is over 30 years old, never put together.
Wow.
And it's missing one part because my father had to take it out of the box naturally and look at it. But, I'm sure Grandpa knows someone with a 3D printer can make him that part.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to leave the one off until you get it made, because I'm sure you would get it made because it would look stupid without it.
Hey, Tube Sound. Shoot, when I'm done with that, it'll have lights in it.
I don't care. Then you'll have your grandkids and kids. Your grandkids and kids will fight over who gets a model.
I don't think my grandkids are into Star Trek.
Your kids probably would.
I like it. I'll hang that from my ceiling when it's done.
That's all that matters.
I'm proud that I like Star Trek.
I was gonna bring you this till I found out what it was worth.
Oh, that's a Hess truck.
Yep.
Some of their family lives right down my road.
Yeah.
This is
Hess, yeah, the Hess family from the trucking company. They live right down my road.
This thing is badass.
Yeah, a lot of those things are worth money. You said you found out how much that one is worth. How much is it?
This one here is about $1,200.
Wow. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not giving $1,200 away. I had to borrow. I wrote a check for $25,000 twice to bury both my parents last year. So.
Wow.
Yeah, when my son moved into his new house, on one of the shelves, he found an original He-Man figure that's worth over $2,000.
Nice.
Oh, I believe it.
Mhm.
Look at this. It's never been taken off the cardboard. And the only thing I'm hoping, I pray to God, that this still has the fire hose, the hose on the side, the fill that's never been unwound. I'm trying to, I hope it don't have batteries in it.
Yeah, you should check it, because if not, it'll rot inside and it'll ruin it.
Well,
Yeah.
if it does, it's probably already rotted, because this thing's from 19. What year is this one? 1972. So if the batteries are in it, it's too late.
Yeah.
But it's still worth $1,200. It's even if the lights don't work, it's worth $1,200. With the lights working, it's worth $14,000. They said, just because I got the box and all.
Yeah. Keep it in its original box. It'll give you more value.
But I was gonna bring it up, and then I started looking at the value, and I'm like, nah, I ain't breeding that.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
Because you know something. If he needed money bad enough, he probably would sell that. I couldn't say I blame him. I'm sure I'd
Me
sell it
neither,
myself.
anybody. It's like
Yeah.
I went to the gas station. I had to pull my diamond ring. I'm like, here, take my ring, because this freaking gas is outrageous. The guy started laughing.
Me, I ain't gonna sell something that someone gives to me, and I ain't gonna sell that scooter to get a 3-wheel bike. Whoever said
Yeah,
that,
so
shame on you.
It
Yeah,
began with an M.
Hmm?
Name began with an M.
And
M as in Michael. But it wasn't Mike.
I have no idea. Hey, Patrick, how you doing?
They live north.
Hi, Donna.
Still don't.
Who he's talking about? I don't know.
It's been a minute, Patrick. I don't care about that anyways. I wouldn't sell it. I can
know.
still save for a 3-wheel bike.
Yeah, I don't see you selling it.
Well, I want to do that. I got a comfortable ride. Hey, Joanne.
Yes, Kelly, you can use olive oil. That's what I use.
And not that, it's something you could use inside your house, even not in the wintertime, you know.
Oh shoot, I'll be back. I'm getting a call.
It's something you could use. You can use the bike outside in the wintertime where it ain't real bad, and use the scooter inside in the winter. You know. The worst part is the only time it'll be a pain in the butt. You'll have to get someone to help you bring it in the house during the winter, because I don't think you'd want to leave it outside, even with a tarp in the winter.
Hello, Joanne.
Well, hopefully, Mr. Briggs shirt will be done by Friday.
That'd be cool.
Bring you a couple Mr. Briggs stickers too.
I'm really looking forward to that scooter.
Bring you a couple of these guys up too. A couple Mr. Briggs sticker up.
Cool.
Making Luna bark at it.
It'll hey Lashira. It'll mean a lot for my independence, because if I want to go to the store, I can get on and go to the store.
Well, that's better than the bike, even, because the bike you can't really fit in some stores. It'd be a little too fast for a store. The scooter's perfect for a store.
Some nights I might want to go up there. When it's hot, it'd be nice to get on that and go up there to Gifford's Ice Cream.
Yep. Even if you had to leave Luna home, it would be nice, It ain't. It's not really for Luna. It's to get your fat ass out of the house. Like, haha.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna go right along with me. She's got a.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that.
She's got a leash.
No, but I'm saying there'll still be times like when you go, you'll be able to go to the store without her. I mean,
well, yeah, I can't.
Because you're not going to take. I mean, how far is the grocery store from your house?
Probably about a half a mile.
Yeah. And I could, and just the way it is, you could take you could carry 2 or 3 grocery bags on that scooter, just the way it is, even. It'd be nice not have to use the store scooter.
Yeah.
And let's be realistic. That's probably that. Sitting on your ass, so to speak, which you do a lot of, it's not good for your health either.
No, I have what they have a name for it now. It's called the sitting syndrome. Oh no, Luna's got the snoring syndrome.
Yeah, I believe that.
She got her face buried.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah. I couldn't believe that when someone said that to me. That I said, he ain't gonna sell that.
No, you'll have to. After the live stream's over, you'll have to tell me.
I'm really surprised you haven't guessed, but that's all right. Just as long as you don't call them out, I don't need to be getting nasty messages.
No, I'm tired of doing that stuff. I do that on YouTube, and it ends up hurting me.
Well, even if it didn't hurt you, they would send me a message. Why'd you say that? You know, it was like,
Yeah.
just,
You got the right idea, girl. I haven't taken a nap today.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I laugh at people that I laugh at people say someone will do something, but they have no real clue.
Yeah, to say that they don't know me. I've already told you if there come a time I didn't need it, it'd go back to you or go to somebody that needed it for free.
Well, I'm not gonna drive up to Maine to get it. I'd rather find someone local, you know, just find someone up there that can't, whose insurance won't buy one, and give it to them.
Yeah.
Like here, I don't know how Maine is, but here they are not allowed to take it. I offered it before I offered it to you to nursing home, like for guests that come to visit our people. Your answer was we're not allowed to use stuff like that.
Yeah. It'd have to be somebody like myself that had a hard time getting around.
Yeah.
Take care, Joanne.
People, I don't understand that myself, but hey, who am I? No, Maggie, you can't have that. Trying to lick my hands. I'm trying to wash I just fed her, so I'm trying to wash my hands. It's naturally. She's trying to lick the soap off my hands.
Yes, have a good night, Joanne.
But yeah, I don't. Like I said, you'd be someone doing that. You'd be just spiting your own nose by selling it.
I can go sell something I need. I can go sell something that was given to me. Anyways, I've been on here almost 2 hours, people. I'm going to call it a night. Everybody take care and have a good night. And thank you for coming in.
Don't seem like 2 hours.
Yeah. 7 minutes shy. Take care, everybody.